Alright, time for us to explore a big mine. Alright, you can see where we parked way down there. And then past the truck, you can see the remains of a building connected to the mine. And then there's a road cut through the waste rock pile that wraps around up here to where the adit is. Okay, I made it up here to this first level, and you can see there's some workings up there, and then some stuff behind me here, and some bits and pieces of stuff on the ground. A little rock wall right there, and some kind of chute right there. Now this looks, I haven't checked this out yet. Oh wow. So we are not going to be entering the mine from here. I don't know if that's coming across on the camera, but that's a good 20-foot drop or so down there. And over here goes down even farther. That's extremely narrow cut right there. See those stoles? Interesting. There's a little pocket on the right there. So I'm not sure where they entered this from. I'll go check up top, see how things look there, and I'm guessing there may be some lower workings as well. Okay, so there's that huge cut there, and I just noticed that there's a drift hidden back here behind this rock and this tin in front of me here. So I'll slide down there and take a look and see what's in there. Okay, I just slid down inside. That's where I came from. And let's see what we're dealing with here. Not very stable mine from the look of it. It takes off in that direction, so let's go see what's back there. Okay, carrying on. At that first large collapse that we saw, and you see where it came down from the ceiling there and there, and it looks like that might stop back there, but we gotta go check to be sure. Okay, I'm on the side of that pile of debris, and actually it looks a little bit better back here. We'll keep going, see what we find. I'm able to stand up, which is nice. Too many adits, you gotta hunch over. Little pocket cleaned out there. And this is the end. That's not a cave in or anything, that is the end. Okay, I scrambled up now from down there, and standing in front of another little drift right here. Actually, I don't know if it's little or not yet, but standing in front of another drift here either way. And goes back as far as I can see, so we'll slide in there and see what we can get. Okay, I just slid down into the drift here, and there's a view back at the portal. Let's see what this drift has for us. Alright. This drift would appear to drop way way down as far as I can see to that cut that we saw. And I'm obviously not going to go down that. To my right here is an interesting chute and stoles. And to my left, just a little alcove they cleared out. That cut is very, very deep. This almost has the appearance of an ore passage, or maybe they use this as a ventilation shaft. I just don't know. I haven't figured out how all this fits together yet. But that goes down as far as I can see. And I'm not going to get any closer because this is kind of crumbly on the edge. You guys can see this is a massive waste rock pile. And those little drifts we went down certainly would not account for even a tiny fraction of this. And so, the only thing left to conclude is the majority of the material came out of that deep cut we found. But you got me as to how they got it up and out, or why they got it up and out rather than dropping it down somewhere, but who knows. That's the one thing that makes mine exploring interesting, is it's full of mysteries and questions like this. Okay, that's that huge waste rock pile down there, and I've hiked higher up the mountain because I'm really trying to make sense of why the waste rock was hauled up and out rather than dropping it down and taking it out, because that would have been so much easier. And so up here I have just come across these huge, I assume they're ore passages, but they're basically giant holes that drop down into the earth, and I assume connected to that cut, although that cut is a little ways to the right from here. It's hard to say, but that just drops straight down, and you can get another view of it over here. Again, hopefully that comes across in the camera. That just goes straight down into an abyss. And yet, there are no lower workings where all this material would have been hauled out. And again, there's a fair amount of material around me here, and a ton of material down there, so it's impossible to escape the idea that they literally hauled it up and out. Alright, looks like I have another little drift here connected to that mine. This is just a little ways around the hill, and somebody set up a cool camp spot here. That's old, obviously, but yeah, could have slept there, and then you would have a view out over this whole valley. How cool is that? Tall mountains. Alright, so let's go see if this has anything in it. Looks like it goes back there and curves. Let's slide in and see what we see. Okay. Looks like we've got a little pocket here on the right. Just confirm this pocket on the right. Yep, okay. Dead end's right there. Come around. Dead end's right here. Alrighty. So while I was dicking around up top, Chuck found or noticed this really interesting pickaxe. And you were describing in a very unique way that it was forged.
Yeah, they got both of these ends on the center body were open, and they would insert this spike into this side, and they would hammer forge it, closed, and that would bond in together with there, weld it together, and they did the same end on this end. You can barely see it, but there's.
Yeah.
But
Well, you
both
can
ends are
especially you can right
Yeah,
here.
right there you can really
yeah,
see
you
it.
can really see.
I think you can't really see it from the bottom.
No.
But
What's interesting to me because I've never seen a pickaxe with a hammer in either.
yeah, me neither.
Very interesting.
I've seen the Maddoxes and stuff, but that's
Yeah, but
That's
not a pickaxe. Very interesting.
more like a
find.
railroad. Maybe not. It looked more like a railroad tool to me, but still.
So that mine I just explored is up there, but I wanted to show you guys some the remains of some interesting buildings that were down at the bottom here. You can see a stone foundation here. Somebody's obviously been picking around in there, unfortunately. Oh man, somebody's really ravaged this site. See all this all dug up over there? And then I see another wall over there. And there were chucks poking around. That building is more sturdy, better preserved.
Oh, there's another one up there.
Oh wow, you're right. And Chuck just noticed there's one up there too. And here's a better view of that larger, sturdier structure. It's well made. You know, it's pretty impressive the way they were able to stack all these stones together. And obviously they did a good job of it because this building has stood the test of time. I mean, I'm sure this is at least 100 years old. Would have been tough being a miner out here. I mean, we're really in the middle of nowhere. Still poking around down below those other buildings, and I can see the remains of another one right here. See the wall right there? And then Chuck said he just found an adit over here. So let's go take a look at that.
Right here.
Oh, is it cave back to where you were?
Yeah. But it sounds like it goes fucking deep, dude.
So this is an old adit.
Yeah, it's really old.
If the original entrance, yeah, it does look like the original portal was here. And it just collapsed back to where you are.
Look at that big rock right there. See that crazy.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's like this on its whole side.
Huh. I'll bet not many people scramble up here to see if there's an adit here. Alright, did you drop anything down there?
Yeah, it went for a while.
Alright, son of a bitch, you know I have to go down there now.
Let me see though. But it's like a shaft, dude.
So upon closer examination, this essentially goes straight down. Yeah, I am definitely not going down that one.
That's deep.
That is deep. No thanks. That's old though.
It's really old.
That's
Those
really
timbers
old.
are super old too. And it's collared. Did you or not collared, but it's lined. The whole shaft is lined. Or well, never mind. Well, one side was.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Huh.
That's a big lens.
Yeah. Big enough to be interesting, but well, I'm not going down it.
No.
Alright, I've got some nice looking buildings here. And over there. And add it there. Another one there. And looks like the remains of one up there. So let's go check this out. There's something here. I don't know what that was. This one doesn't seem like it's going to be standing for too much longer.
Get out of my house.
And got like a little root cellar or something like that. Okay, a little bit higher up the hill now. You can see there's some ore chutes there. And obviously that's an ore bin up above. I don't know what that building back there is yet. Some pretty beefy looking boards in this ore chute here. And then there's looks like there's another chute up top here. And that building there. And the adits are up there. Not sure what this building was. Yeah, metal stairs. Which is why they're still intact. I was natted up here.
Yeah, there's another building.
Huh. That's cool. Little bits of things on the shelf. I don't know what all this is down here. That is some old oil though. Barrel right there.
Wow, these
The
are
shelves. Yeah, the stairs are very sturdy. This building, not so much. I didn't even notice a door when I was coming in.
Where?
On your left right there?
Oh yeah, oh, that's cool.
Huh. Here's a look at that adit, and it goes back a ways because we just saw a bat fly in there. Okay, I just squeezed in the adit through there, and that was a pretty tight squeeze, but I did it. And so now, let's go see what's ahead of us here.